Inc. magazine says PhDs don't become billionaires. Do you believe that? I do, and I'll tell you exactly why. So Inc. magazine put out an article that says why PhDs don't become billionaires. And really what they're talking about is something that's extremely controversial. And in fact, it's almost contradictory to how the world kind of works, at least in terms of employment. If you're going to get a good job, right, and get good pay and be able to live comfortably and take care of a family of any sort, you need to get a college degree just to get into the interview, right? If you don't have a college degree, you're reduced to working basically hourly, 9 to 5, minimum wage, maybe construction. Even construction, though, you need certain education to be able to perform as a carpenter, as an electrician. You need vocational studies. So if you don't have any kind of degree, your employment opportunities are extremely limited unless you're an entrepreneur. Now that's a very different topic, but first let's just talk about this. So in this article, they talk about how as you get higher and higher in your education, you earn more and more money. So that's the higher the degree, the more money you make, right? But the challenge is the higher your degree, the lower your earnings ceiling becomes. Remember, there's a ceiling when you work for somebody else. When you work for a college, or you work for a research firm, or you work for any other employer, the fact of the matter is that ceiling is what they determine it to be. The only time that may not necessarily be true is if you're in sales and you're selling a product that has such a large price and your commissions is such a good percentage off of that you could actually scale out to buy globally or sell globally and make millions and millions of dollars, but still you won't become a billionaire because you work for somebody else. It's only when you become an entrepreneur and start your own business and get worldwide international appeal that you could ever begin to think about becoming a billionaire. The fact of the matter is, education will help you get started and find a job, that is, if you can find one in the industry you pick. That's a whole nother video altogether. But that education will help you get life experience. It will also help you get employment that will keep you alive and keep you with a roof over your head and maybe a car. And if you get paid enough and you live in an area where the cost of living isn't too high, you might actually be able to build a family or enjoy yourself or have a nice house. It just depends. It depends on what you do. But that ceiling drops really fast as an employee, not to mention that employees get taxed first and then get to spend what's left over. So you're at the whim of the government, state, county, and federal. Well, we're going to take this percentage from you, and we're going to take this percentage from you because, well, we want to give to the poor and we want to be able to take care of all these other government programs. Oh, and by the way, we're really interested in building a worldwide empire. So we want to control the whole world. So we're going to increase your taxes. Hope you're okay with that, of course, as long as you're fine with that. Just make sure you vote, So the idea here in this video is to emphasize that education is definitely the way to never become a billionaire. For once, Inc. magazine actually got it right. This is so true. Now remember something too about degrees and how they're named. There's a wonderful joke that I used to hear all the time from my father and his friends because he's an educator. He's a PhD that teaches PhDs. How about that? And the joke used to be that a Bachelor of Science, right? BS actually stands for bull, right? And that a Master's of Science, or MS, actually stands for more, and that the PhD, the goal of everyone, the golden chalice, right, was for everyone to have piled higher and deeper. PhD, piled higher and deeper. And you know what? Living around other educators, living in a professor's home, living in a college town, I saw that to be far more accurate than I would like to admit. I understand the benefit of education. I understand the benefit of experience and life experience and going to college and interning and then being able to culminate that into a career of working successfully with a company that you believe in. However, if you ever really expect to break out of that ceiling, you must become creative. You must be ingenuity. You must bring that into who you are as well. And you have to start a business on your own. Now, there's all kinds of different businesses I could suggest, especially in the technology side, because anything that has to do with technology right now always deals in billions and now obviously trillions with Apple. So if you're looking at where the money is the easiest or where the money grows the best, technology and finance. The money's always in the money, and technology, you create an app and you could be a multi-billionaire overnight if it's popular enough. So that would be my suggestion to you. Actually listen to what Inc. says. But remember something, you know you best. You have to decide what you're comfortable with. Maybe you need to get that degree first, and then have a steady job that helps you have a platform to build your own business on, whether it be in real estate or in manufacturing or in technology. Sometimes that's a really good place to start because then you have that foundation to stand on and you appreciate the employment completely differently. See, that's another thing to remember though about education. The debt that you carry is literally slavery. When you take on those debts and those student debts, you might as well be just accepting shackles on your arms and your feet. You are forever in debt to pay that back. And so you better make sure you find a job that pays enough that you can actually pay it off before you die. So keep that in mind. The price of college and the price of degrees keeps going up. You may be even better served becoming an entrepreneur first, making your $1 billion, and then going back to college just because you want to learn about a specific topic. One of my dreams, now that I have these other businesses that run for me, is to be able to go back to college and study robotics. I love the idea of studying robotics and physics, but I knew I needed to do something different first. That could be a whole new way to approach a university or a college education. Not to get it so that you can make money, but to get it because you just want to learn about that topic and then use that information to make you even more money. Remember something, making lots of money is not really that hard, especially nowadays for a whole bunch of different reasons. But becoming an expert in physics or robotics or a world-renowned expert in any topic takes a lifetime. And so why not enjoy the journey along the way? Why not have the money already? Start as an entrepreneur and then go back to school because not only you can afford it, because it's fun to learn. So that would be my suggestion to everybody out there. Now, if you want to learn how to become an entrepreneur and how to get a hold of your money and to make more money that just comes to you even while you're sleeping, then definitely take our course, Mastering Money. So the Richest You, Mastering Money, and it's down below in the link. And if you like this video, definitely give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks for listening.